Haters gonna hate as they hate you, me, and anything happy. So let's snuggle up and read out the mockery. I'm Katie Petrick, and this is Healthy Republic. Beautiful people of Team Healthy Republic, it's that sweet, sweet time where I take a look at the lovely and not so lovely comments that have been made about videos like the one we're making right now.
It sucks to be me. No. It sucks to be me. No.
This is version number 3 of going through the hate, so clearly, third time's the charm. Now really, I could do one of these monthly by all of the, let's say, less than cheerful comments we receive. Nonetheless, I do truly appreciate the actual positive comments that come through and the insightfulness that you all share. And speaking of sharing, if you could do me a solid and share this video, it would help to reach even more haters for more comments. I do really need help getting the content. And here's one more shameless plug, mostly out of pity for my sad self. Sign up for the Patriot Club with a one-time tax-deductible donation because in addition to all of these haters hating on me, the media platforms demonetize everything we put out. So I get insulted on top of being insulted. Please, have some pity on me, and you can give a great big cheers with the Freedom Tumbler we will send you as a little thank you. Just visit patriotclub.us to sign up today. That's patriotclub.us. All right, it's time to sit back, relax, come up with your own insults, and let me know in the comments which ones you have enjoyed most. I'll share my very favorite insult later. Now on to the pain. Let's begin today with Ben. Who in the hell listens to this loser? Well, Ben, apparently you. Or at least you did, and then took actual time out of your day to make a comment. Who's the loser now? I'd say that it's Gwen. Gwen says, you are on meth. Well, Gwen, I guess you'd know. DM me if you have some extra. I can't speak from experience here, but maybe that's what being on meth is like. You don't even know that you were on it.
My whole life has been a lie.
Of course, there are people who attack me very pointedly, and I actually appreciate that. You get a real sense of who they are, like my international friend, Mexican taxpayer. Is this conservative comedy? Don't act like y'all inbred uncle f***ers pretend to laugh at this shit. Fucking sad. Just a reminder that Trump lost and Biden is your daddy now. Well, Mexican taxpayer, thank you for your kind words. I'm impressed you know so many English curse words. But to burst your bubua, I do not consider what I do to be conservative comedy or comedy at all. I simply can't help that the stupidity writes itself with Joe Biden and company. I do see you view him as a father figure. And just to reiterate, I am not inbred nor an uncle father. But if you want to call Joe your daddy, then you live in that fantasy land.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Yes!
This next one I'm a bit confused by. Richard, apparently a friendly ghost, writes, no, you are fun nuts. I'm not sure if that's an insult or a compliment, and I don't know if it's even directed at me, but I always encourage to have yourself some nuts that are fun. I personally prefer pistachios and cashews. And I thank those people insulting me who remind me to go eat some food. Like when Frank said, you're such an extreme right-wing tool. No doubt who's buttering your bread. No objectivity whatsoever. I actually don't have anyone who is buttering my bread, Franken beans. I don't really eat bread that often, and it doesn't take a lot of talent to butter some bread, so that was a milquetoast burn. The awesome Deborah, who no doubt will be called a right-wing tool by our mutual friend Frank, responded, like CNN, ABC, CBS, NBC, New York Times, Washington Post, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and MSNBC. Love it, Deborah. But you did forget to include Frank in the list. However, I forgive you. Now, I do love it when people get into their social media keyboard warriors battles, especially when they so sweetly defend me, like Deborah did. Now here's Shannon, who said, no, we are just going to flush you down a toilet where you belong. And the mighty Steve came back with, Shannon, your mouth is full of, and then he put the poop emoji. Checkmate. Well, I think we've gotten to the Trump derangement syndrome section of the hate mail. I still don't understand why they are so obsessed with him. And then they project said obsession onto me. Now, a PSA and a touch of advice. Go back and watch my videos. Find where I have been obsessed with Donald Trump. I'll save you time. You won't find it. But here we go. Doris. Katie, give up. Trump lost. Move on. Stephanie said, She's in lust with Trump, and she knows she will never have him. Haruka? Girly, you're a moron. You need to get a real job. Pelosi is as great person. She keeps Trump in check, and he wants her gone because she stands in high S way. Oh, Haruka, you poor, helpless soul. I'll get a real job when Nancy does something good for the Americans. Now, on the other end, for some of the haters, I didn't bow down to Trump enough and worship on the greens of his golf course. As Linda tells me, shut your ugly face. We are true Americans, Trump 2020. And another, you are a communist. Pro tip, Linda. Just one period needed at the end of a sentence. You don't want to start tweeting like Trump did. Also, I'm not a communist. It's fascinating that most of these comments actually come from women. So I want to know, in the comments, you let me know why you think that may be. All right, just a few more to go for now. The run-on comment award goes to my new bestie, Edward. From what I can decipher, he thinks I'm a far-right propagandist who hates Florida kids, and also that it's all Trump's fault for COVID even being in this nation. Yeah, there's that. Now, let me get a deep breath, get the timer ready. Incorrect, what a bunch of rhetoric, Liza. Misleading information typical of someone phone the far right. How about asking the thousands of students that were happened to be sent home in Florida because they were subjected to the coronavirus when they opened up too soon? Forgot about that one, huh? Or the fact that these kids are still learning contrary to her belief, and in many cases schools have opened up, but in a select amount based on some of the comments from some of these people, I can put it all figure where they're getting a lot of their information, and got to stop and think one thing. Is it amazing that Freedom Project, far right, did they ever stop and think that the reason why that there is school closures in the first place was because Trump did dereliction of duty, poor leadership, and that this should have never went national in the first place? How about telling me that information? Oh, that's right, this is for right. They don't ever purchase it facts, just propaganda, lies, and misleading information.
That is crazy. I can't even imagine.
Woo! In case you missed it, Edward somehow managed to say all of that in just one sentence. Clearly, he is not one of the kids still learning, or having ever learned for that matter. Edward, we have our own online classical school, Freedom Project Academy. If you would like to attend, just let me know and I'll get you into all of our English classes. All of them. And here's Charles, whose grammar is much better, but who clearly does not care about the health of Americans, commenting about how I stated what the Biden administration is doing with lockdowns across the nation. Charles tells me to take your propaganda somewhere else. You must be a real hit at parties as an opinionated loudmouth. People can have different opinions about how to best handle this emergency. Demonizing one side like you do does not help. Oh, sure, they can have opinions, but Chuck, the administration says it's following the science. And how dare you assume I am going to parties at this critical time when the pandemic, or emergency as you say, is still raging on? And who is doing any demonizing? I, too, am following the science. But we've reached near the end, and I know you've all been waiting for my favorite comment, one that I've had for several weeks to hate myself for. Just kidding, I have actual better things to do. Here's Richard. No matter how much makeup she outs on, it doesn't help. She looks a little pudgy. She pregnant? Is it China sniffer Joe, Bill S?
Oh, Richard, I'm so happy. Hold me.
Yikes.
Don't run away from your feelings.
Per usual, these weak burns could go on forever, but I'm going to leave you like Bilbo Baggins left Hobbiton. To answer your ill-asked question, Richard, yes, I am pregnant. So yeah, I look a little pudgy. No, it's not Joe's, and maybe I'll try that makeup thing you suggest, but probably not. Anyway, I'll see the rest of the team after maternity leave. Until next time, stay healthy, America.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Most of you know our show is being censored by big tech.
While this makes it harder to meet the cost of producing the show, that's part of it. It also demonstrates that we must be having tremendous success, or they wouldn't bother to try to shut us down.
If you like hearing truth and common sense with a love for freedom, please join the Patriot Club with a one-time $99 tax-deductible donation. And you'll get this sweet vessel of joy as part of a thank you for joining the Patriot Club.
Etched with the American flag and the words freedom never tasted so good.
All you have to do is visit patriotclub.us and become a Patriot member today.
That's patriotclub.us. Thank you and God bless.